with Jackpot City Casino, now in Malawi.
Welcome to the number one podcast in the land. I mean, damn, it doesn't sound sound enough, good enough.
The number one podcast in Malawi and a certain area in Mozambique. I can't stop emphasizing on this.
Yes. And also Zambians are also enjoying the show. A big shout out to Zambia. Your dollar is 28 kwaja now. I'm sorry. But it's fine. It's days. It's just days. Yeah, man. It's been an amazing week. Very amazing because we have a lot of things going on. We have announced a partnership with Jackpot City Casino. And before we announced, we also promised you guys to give you a platform where we can share tips and play the game together. We have established a WhatsApp group. It's in the comments on our socials. Panopa, tindi WhatsApp group. Ndipo kuli antu about 50 now. Yeah? So antu hamene abanga sign up gale. My guys so they naso wanga gale my deposits. So this is news to the people that have already signed up. One, mungatobanga deposit 2,000 waja. Ndemu kanima free spins. And I would if you ungata Podcastmalawi, we're telling you kuti deposit yanu yo musapange. Tango banga ni referral. Iwe ungatumata ungatunga ozazi nzako iwe urase. Tatiye ukapanga sign up using code ija email pa group baja, ija email pa WhatsApp baja pa Facebook baja. Ya Podcastmalawi ija for you to join the platform ya Jackpot City. Ndipo iwe ukabwisa screenshot ukapanga referral meno yo tikupasa. Stay get to pin kurukaini my free spins. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's about right. So first thing he has said, Gudi Tatsegula WhatsApp page, Aliesa Kuza Gudi joiner. Tiziuzilana maeso how to win this game, yes, how to play this game, and there are so many games. Ori tikoza kumanjo ngamba mene baja no maja makubidi. Era say.
Ase, ndi gono memene kwendera baba ungatoka uduna indika 5 pin godi ungatoka gula tomato mwiri. Ka 5 pin mene aja ka 15 win yodi ungatoka gula tomato ori uja 2 weeks. How about that?
Yeah.
Or kabena ukhandi 20,000 ori ungatoka gula sugar mwiri.
I mean, so another takeaway, guys. Another takeaway ndio kuti iwe ukauza zinzako and we know kuti wauza zinzako kuti adijoine.
Yeah.
Kuti ajoine by signing up. Ndio you stand a chance of
getting
winning
stake
at 2,000. Now we are going to do this to 15 like winners. What 15?
Tiambe 15. Because we are going to do this with many people. Tiambe 15.
About this and 15 or ara win ma 2,000.
Stake me to know the ibe sama ma free spin aja.
And then when you sign up with 2,000, guess what? You get
free spins.
Ma free spin anga.
Kono bajali bangati. Tega pepe. Yeah, man. So all this is happening at Jackpot City Casino. Palibeso betting platform ina yose mene ubanga zimene zizi. Mona ku winalese kwa beta kupanga ndi Podcastmalawi the number one in the land. Multi-millionaires as hosting. You know, no.
So karama freestyle roda bwisa kwa
Wow.
This is my new
I saw a challenge on TikTok where a guy, Alan do olemela, amampusa nkazo wake kuseka ngati olemela.
Yeah.
Amamba kuseka. Kana kaseka kwa mbili amone maskini jilonga mpika. But now, yeah, you can join us. Just join us. Another one thing that's coming, that's exclusive. I mean, Alipa group, Komaso, anapanga sign up. Komaso, akumapanga transact. Kuta akumawika ndrama zake, nkumapanga play my games pa Jackpot City. Alindimuai, ozakhala nawo ku exclusive party with Bensam and I, and a bunch of A-listers. Right here at Podcastmalawi. How about that?
Why no sata chizungu akuti kuzakhala chipati cha nanu cha ntonodoka
kuzakhala phwando
chipando cha
on top of what
lirenji
Brandon was saying, a lot of things are coming. When I was seeing your post about you being multimillionaires, I was like, oh, money make me calm.
Mbumba, why are you here again?
To the party. Money make me come to the party. To the
A driver kamshiyeni Mbumba.
Basi yafika. Basi yafika.
Yeah. And also we have a segment on Fridays. The Friday Buzz. Check it out with Miss Mbumba. It's the thing. It's the it thing right now. You know, it's bigger than big. It's bigger than all the segments here before the show. But yeah, man, that's where you're also getting all the information. Is like entertainment news, information, Jackpot City, so here and there, and also what's going to go down in that week. Mawinazi, mwina mageso tupangeso alenji udi uzibanga announce mwina wo. Tuona ba?
Nzapopo.
Being a Friday, kodi anthu akamalowa weekend, aziona kuti kodi ole andipasa kastiki acha. Kodi ndikupita nawo kupate.
One about you guys msepwekese. Akuti uzakhala ma A-listers mwina mukuda about A-lister ndi chani. A-lister ni madolo amene ali uchuka ntaona uno kandi oyimba kandi azampira kandi kuti mu entertainment sector muno timatenga kutenga anthu ochukaja ndikubweresa mozi kuti inuyo muzatani muzacheze nawo.
Kani yake
Wewe namene.
Komaso that party is exclusive.
Oh.
So if you
Strictly
are there by invitation.
By invitation.
If you're there, count yourself blessed. Mwamba?
To be in the presence.
Iwe. Ndina age.
Of Vagina Brandon. Are we freestyling? Are we freestyling?
Bars in it. Yeah.
That party is going to be so big to the point that all you have to do is kungo samba. Wera.
Osaja.
Oh, make sure suja drinks mzabiza kuti. Paxi sumuzabiza so.
Ifamu ngatuja bonya umene ngumaza sanza kuno. It's nice.
Chiko kongola sumuzabiza so kunoso.
Kwa maelista pamwevo?
Ndi Mr. My lista.
Oh, chabe.
Even nyimbo jamati kodi ndiri kuti ndikunoko. Ndiri kuti kuja ndikunoko.
Kuma of course Phiri ni suri ngaza soye kunoko. Muza ubwiribi. Sitizobula ni Phiri.
Cha?
No? No?
Phiri bini yanga.
3 pin safe.
It's okay. I mean, we're giving out 2 keys.
Yeah, we're saying
So 3 keys.
3 pin.
Yeah, man.
Komaso, on that day, we have beautiful host Mbumba. Pangisa trivia. We can play games together. Good to understand what the life here game we ndiyo tega to have fun.
Yeah.
And always remember, it's just a game. Make sure you are staking in drama you are willing to lose.
Yeah.
Don't take it to heart. Let's have fun. Komaso, we are guaranteeing you kuti ngatopanga zindalama zambiri.
Nice one.
Yetu.
Auratoza kuti. Mene ni mafunela kuwinila. Jackpot ya so froso kuwina jimozi.
Now so steady.
Fire this one. Fire this one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, but there are like a lot of amazing things coming up, you know, as Jackpot City. Ndibwenzi latu panoba. Nyengo imaiwona nditu ikaona nyengo hii ndiya mvula ibwesa umbrella. Ikaona nyengo hii ndiya dzuwa ibwesa sunglasses. Ikaona nyengo hii ndiya groove ibwesa party.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
You know what's up.
Bars. Those are bars, niggas. Yeah. Come on, say, I'm very excited and I'm about to introduce the show because this is the #1 podcast in the land of Malawi and Mozambique and Zambia and Zimbabwe, South Africa, Monaco,
And Tanzania.
Lithuania. You are saying.
And Bangladesh. Also Mbumba.
I thought you meant Bang Mbumba.
Somebody.
Brandon is like,
Somebody got horns tonight.
Amuhone, wherever you are. Wherever you are.
Timeless.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, with the one and only Brandon Jones. Uncle Ben is in the house. Instigator is in the house, but he's sleeping. We have Geoff in the house. Mandlasi.
Ngozo is in the house.
Mandlasi boy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, man.
I think you underestimate your followers. They will find out who Mandlasi boy is. They will find out.
It's not Roy View. But it's one of the new boys.
We cannot disclose that.
Yeah, we cannot say what is the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we can never say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because even if you go ku post maposta tu kwangu bangu posta ntawili, we can never say.
It can be honestly, it can be anyone.
Yeah, it can. It
anyone.
can.
Yeah, it can be anyone.
It can be.
Yeah, because we cannot be coming here and saying
course it's
that.
not Roy
It's
View,
not
but-
Roy View, but it's
I mean,
it's definitely the new guys, but
But it's not Roy View.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be anybody.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
could be, yeah, because I mean Roy View is known for other things.
Let him cook now.
I just want to say thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I'm going to go home now. This was nice.
No, but guys, I've met Roy View in person. In person, he looks like a good guy.
I think it looks like a good guy.
but then when you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you
Big shout out,
what
Roy
it
View.
is.
Shout out to him. Big shout out to him. And a big shout out to Miss Mbumba is in the building as well.
Aww.
Yeah, man. We love it when it's full house. It's always good vibes. And it's always Podcastmalawi. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I love how we are. We are semi-normal or not normal at all.
Yeah.
That we are comfortable in that skin. Yeah, man. Ben.
Yeah.
One thing that's bothering me, Kwambili, is the fact that I used to go out clubbing and enjoy the moment. Surely, those diversity, because I'm more into music as a person. Diversity in the music that was played in the clubs, We used to listen to Ajina Malu, Z, We listened to Ajina Dead Devils Mbudicha, listen to Ajina Saka Saka.
Bouncing.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Somebody on Twitter was like, Bensam is nothing without Bumped. Yeah, it's true, but it's not like, but we used to.
Ish.
Thank you. It's true, but it's not necessary to talk about. Yes. So it's one of those things with it. I was happy to listen to music that I have never heard of. Komanza Malawi. Lee did a song. Ukamapita. It's a banger.
He was right, but what were you saying? What were you saying, Ben?
Umopweteka. Mtima kumapweteka.
Lee, why didn't you tell me this?
Yeah, so Lee Chakaga did the song.
Chatata.
Chata. Yeah. Did the song. Kale.
Dolo.
Inali nyimbo di disco ijegamata.
Hey.
Amaiga menejai.
I said, what do copies are great? Because I said, he said the exact words.
Oh yeah?
Word for word.
Damn, dog.
And Mashado.
Hey, I'm a fire.
Me and Gray have something it's similar. It's coming up. It's coming up. You're going to understand. You're going to understand.
They all have a knockout punch.
Can I call you Mista?
No, not that. Me and Gray used to be rappers, both of us. He's no
No.
longer a rapper. I'm no longer a rapper.
They are all expecting to do a show together.
I thought this guy was fired.
And why are you still here?
You can't fire me.
Unfireable.
I'll quit.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. Now, when I go to these popular clubs, what I listen to is Amapiano, not a Malawian Amapiano even. I listen to Amapiano go South Africa.
Yeah.
Ndoti back to back. Ina caps of such a team verati malizati amba kumvela ina limclays team malizati amba kumvela ina ndani kila kumpaka team vera yani makadzi kumalizira mpaka nkoseka club. But I remember going to Lusaka. They were playing songs Yama boys of Zambia. Kakopola dance kaja. Everybody was doing that Kopola dance in the club. I went to Nairobi. They were playing BN time in Ali Musaudi song which they were playing a bunch of only you baby. Only you, like a bunch of
Hey Isabel.
yes. Those are the songs that were played in the clubs. South Africa and these people were singing these songs word for word. Made my imbira ife kuno godiwe mukutija anayamba bo made my imbira kuloko mucha ndimena imbira amapiano kuno timangoimba na hangalabe siri kuzola kuti chani akuti tikwala kaya chani kuma tukimba nawo iweyo wa music iwe tisanene kuti zinaukanika kwa ndi wa music iwe. Do you think we are going the right direction? Because one of the places timanoti tikafuna bangira kuti nyumba ikhale popular around my clubs, because that's where people are patronizing. You know, you give a club DJ a song, akakai play manager fancy kafira muzoti this one's a hit. Akakai invest for radio, they're good, you're sorted.
I think we're in the right direction right now.
Are you sure?
I think, yeah. We are now trying to adapt to that policy because I think Maigwambili, I don't know if it's all of the countries, but Amakalandi policy, they have to play 80 to 90% of their local music. 10% can be allocated to foreign music.
Yeah.
So I have been to some clubs, nightclubs, and I've experienced that they are also adapting to that. I think my musicians they're actually making that sellable music. You know, Zodino my clubs Zibanova. As much as it is too much Amapiano, which is also local, but we're actually playing a lot of Malawi music now. You can see Gudi Minaga 60 to 70%. Logo ichakumatani. Atakuvina nditu.
Logo is
because zomwe zinkavuta kalikale ndizokuti DJ akangwesera kuti ndivunge kwe. Aona dance floor yamba utani
kufoka
yamba kuyera. Ndi mongoti ndizingweka zomwe atakuvina cause those are his ratings.
Kuti navina kwambiri pano.
Yeah. Cause bwana olaneka club akhale mene mujamu iwe uzimba nyimbo andasamavine just cause you want to stick to a policy. Ziendapo. Ndebola uzinga nyimbo zoti anthu avina iweyo maosaza kuitana ukayamenyeso DJ kuti mfana ujama vini santu.
Okay, so to a certain extent you're saying kuti Malawi musicians are not doing danceable music.
No. It was a mindset issue. You didn't know nyimbo za Malawi madista Malawi. Timaphwekesa anthu athu omwe. That's why it was also an issue kuti ma DJ athu akamayimba nyimbo za Malawi anthu usiti mafira motero omwe yayi. Komando pano pa game ikusintha. People are now able to embrace the local musicians. That's why you see we are having new guys like Icona Aja Pakumamvera Begumavina now. They can entertain them. Yeah, Mbumba, you want to say something?
Yeah. Yes. Malawians are okay. Your question came from the club's point of view. But to agree with Ben, Eddie, a lot of people panoba agumavera nyimbo za Malawi, whether you like it or not. You go for a road trip, 90% of the time we're listening to the Malawian playlist, all right? But if you go in the club, obviously the DJ wants you to dance. DJ badiba mesa sangala la azisewela nyimbo inuyo basmangukala pansi. But now when people go to the club, they want to dance to amapiano, they want to dance to like some rave pop music, which is a few in the Malawian context, from what I've experienced, right? And I'm a piano artist in Doje, but Malawi kunogo amena maika nyimbo, amanga nyimbo zokudi in the club you can literally dance to all night. You get? So it's only a matter of how many artists do we have, or how many more artists should we have that can make music
for the club,
for the actual club. Because umpasa DJ nyimbo, I say nyimbo yanga itama isewela mu club. Kuma nyimbo yawe jendi country.
Nzale mera ine. Who's gonna
dance to country music in the club? You get? But in all honesty, Malawian music 100% top notch. You can go anywhere, you will listen to Malawian music and you will enjoy it. But in the club setting, maybe we need to do more in that context.
Okay. Now that you've pointed out, we should do more of the danceable music. We are concentrating kwambiri kuti so tizimba nyimbo tiziphunzisana, because that's what people say. You know, artist amene jaisa kupita pa life kuti samaimba nyimbo zophunzisa. I remember there was a segment ya Hero Miss ananena charisma kuti nyimbo imene akanena za kumalingunde dam ikanasela kwambiri, because I mean it has to be relatable. You know, but charisma was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about Hawaii. People will relate, even Malawians, because they watch movies, they see the internet, and Hawaii is the destination to go to, you know. So what you're trying to say is, Antwa Malawi, we should be steadfast. Kunkania danceable music.
I think it always comes down to, like, as an artist, what is your audience? What do you want to prove? What do you want to do? You know, because
we can argue. Maybe we can question things like quality of music and everything else. I think I still believe that it was the actual mindset. Malawi, I can't be listening to this much.
Okay.
You know, the same way we like to import.
Pariso point ina kama nodi nyimbo kama zimva language yake sumafira. Of which number banga relate fojo kuti I listened to nakamba kozo na mamvera nyimbo za Mechet. I don't know Tumbuka. Yeah, sinma taji Tumbuka at all. Ndamvera nyimbo zija zimandiwaza, and somebody was like, you remember what I told you? It's because you don't know the language. That's why you're enjoying the songs. Is it also a thing? That mystery in the songs, we have to, like, we only draw to the song because of the emotion.
I don't know if quickly ngati nyimbo yake limene kuinganizira kwa ngati Dimingu ya ndani ucha.
Yo amwana Dimingu.
So yeah, could manager Sena man.
I think
what language is that?
Sena Jive.
Yeah,
Sena. Yeah. It was a big song also, so I don't know. Do you think people loved it because it's
some members?
Yeah,
it could be. It's together.
Yeah, I have a crazy view.
Yeah.
So in Malawi, people we are weird because we don't love our country. We are unpatriotic, very useless people. And I'm saying this for one reason.
Yes.
If we are to listen to a song, go to Vina Club or anywhere else, what is the song?
Yeah.
That's when you find Malawians aligning.
Happy.
Go to SA. They are on a piano. People are jamming from Akangola mklabu mpana kumaliza. Amapiano yukayuka. Say it yaoka ya nyimbo zao.
They don't even complain.
Ayi. Kuma kunoko. Kungo uruna kwango pira kusogolo kuchaka kwa ika nyimbo za ndani. Tinditi makampu tosazuka bwino. Tima gatekeeper nkatikati mochani. So we have so much hate. Of our own material. So we don't even jump to it.
Yeah, so it's the issue in Magamba. Good panama bola we are adapting. Good tamba kumanverago. Kala antamagana they didn't even wanna pay attention to. I say there's a new song. They would be like, nah. Inegoma Johnny, Chris Brown, Inegoma Chagu. But now people are embracing the local stuff. But we need more of it. Like more people need to adapt to this, and the industry can grow like that.
Ndagamba sonkane ya language jet. Another interesting view is, would you say within the craft ya ma DJ kuti imuna mage ma DJ ambi na makodi analways or said yanga imenda yonji. So for them to bring in nyimbo ina yage.
There's so many factors, because another issue, if you ask DJs why they don't play a lot of Malawi music, they will tell you the artist Malawi dobo dama. So aga kura zungu apusha aga chuka de azibanga madama. They don't want that. Some DJs will give you those sentiments. Mafana manager ugama pushira ngine yao aga chuka, they try to act weird, or they say some, I'm a grand team or this and that. That's why some local DJs, they're like, you know what? I don't care.
I don't want
these
to play.
people.
Yeah.
These guys in the Murumba Beach, and the Maporisa, they don't care.
Another gatekeeper.
But we love that gatekeeper.
That gatekeeper is
that gatekeeper buys KFC. So.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
Another thing is, there is a tendency, which goes in clubs, where antwena age gafoti amazimva kuti kana kulira kunyumba kuti kuna akamatuka mapesa tala banja, they would want to influence what everyone has to listen to. so pamakhala kagulu kena kake kaseko kena kake kamaoneka kanthu ozisata kamakhala ndi shisha ndi kamati nyimbo jakang'amba nyimbo zaku Malawi amapita kamuza DJ zochita ayi tiyeni ku Nigeria tiyeni kwakuti so we are influenced by it anthu nake timene makhala timayenda timapanga ma vacation ma SM ndi timatikabwera timafuna nyimbo zomwe zija azizimveranso ku maklub aku Malawi so they dilute the power of influence that Malawi music could have.
Yeah, but at least another culture which we are adopting is when we go to these small drinking places, my speakers are gonna call Bluetooth. So sometimes
you can just connect.
The patriots, the Matijan, what's the word? The people who are attending the place, the patronizers, they're able to connect their phones and play their own playlists. This also helps people to adapt,
to learn new
music.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, I think another thing is that we don't enjoy music as art. Timabanga enjoy music as something that we enjoy music as something that will set our mood. We don't accept it as it comes. You know, let's say I go to a club and somebody's playing, because ndandikuzen pali ma DJ ya ku Europe sindinkamvesesa at a certain point kwa bano bano ngathoika playlist ya electric music ding 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 boom.
David Guetta.
I get it now because the art imene jai said ma dropa jachani. Somebody on TikTok was like, you know what, pa ankanodi and DJ and pa drop budget matona segment lukufuna I'm down Beno Valamala Greeny. It's art. It's art.
Like Vijay Sanavanga post beginning kage. It was DJing. So he's got his own that fancy thing he uses. Right? So he's playing music. So he's there training a lot of stuff. He's Agubanga trying a lot of things, you know, he's doing all that stuff, you know. I'm like so I was paying attention, I'm like,
what's happening?
What's going on there? The song still sounds the same.
Yeah.
So he's busy doing it. Like, there's so many things he's turning there. There's so many knobs and stuff. So he's busy there doing, I'm like, this song still...
That's what I'm saying, doesn't work. But yeah.
Let's go. So, it does.
I think...
Sometimes.
No, it does.
These DJs, they do things to look like they're busy when they're not really busy. You know?
No,
DJ Ice...
We are calling you out.
We're calling you out.
So, what I learned from DJ Lee or Lee was most of the time when they're doing that, right? They have like a one-sided earphone that they're listening to, right? So for them, it's like, I have to listen to the next song that I want to play. So most of the time, it's like, speed,
not necessarily this
song.
Tempo,
you know, something like that.
BPM,
so for them, at that point, they're playing around with that so that when that other song is coming in and you're like, how can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. And then now you're connecting it with, oh, come up. Now everybody's like, oh, this nigga.
Yeah.
You know, but to also go through what Instigator said, but I think it's also good as Malawians, let's learn the culture of patronizing events, different themed events.
Yeah.
When it comes to my event, mwina kukhala Instigator event.
Red carpet. No.
Mwina kukhala Instigator event. Instigator event.
Why are we laughing?
Listen.
Yes.
Mwina ku Instigator event nyimbo zimene akufuna zikasewera mwina ndi za country music, you know. Let's learn to patronize and learn these music genres and like what people are experiencing, even though they are very expensive. But anyway, it's fine. Just go and experience so that tikamapita mumaclub tikamamvaso nyimbo zina tisamazilenge zina zake zokuti DJ waikira nyimbo izi wodi ndikanchosese nyimbo izi, you know. Because some people are very entitled as if they bought that deck. They don't even know how much a deck costs, and they're telling the DJ, I said, komazo go nana kuno.
Yeah.
You know?
Because even so, when you're saying good day, I want to go and desk it. Day in the jai, my kind is
Wow, nah.
DJ Mananga the hot blade DJ.
What are you even doing?
Vijay Maguira in Ndinzanga and they Mkamani yon jaza kumenya. But it's one of those. It's one of those.
Yeah, but
one of the things that like in here, I just want to give a shout out to Ayinanga, the VJ ICO. There's DJ Happy. There's Skippy. We have DJ Nathan Tune.
DJ Wayne.
DJ Wayne.
DJ Mars.
DJ Tia, DJ Ruby.
A
DJ
bunch
Flame,
of DJs.
DJ Maya.
Mars.
DJ Maya.
DJ
Mars.
Maya
Muchi. DJ Slow-Mo. Commandant.
Yeah, there's a bunch of DJs. Chimin Manodi, there's an art to it, aside from just playing music.
DJ just
DJ Bensam.
DJ
What radio? What radio?
That's the one.
Big shout out. You know who you are.
Done. Yeah, man, there's an art to it, because now, if you've seen into I don't know if he's still using that one. I've seen it once on his status. Yeah, VJ.
Yeah.
In Ambangati BBC News.
Yeah.
Ice News, something like that. Yeah. VJ Eyes. Bro. All they say was goosebumped. And everybody was pouring alcohol. That club, give him more money. Alcohol, people were buying because we are happy.
They already do.
More money than that.
But I think DJs see a lot when they're standing there doing their thing. I think Mbumba can agree with me. Ed?
Even
the hosts, they see things.
Komaso, my DJ, just learn a few dance moves.
Please.
Please.
Hey.
I saw Ice was doing that.
But you've seen like people, I was so intrigued last year when I saw DJ Maporisa on stage. The guy was mixing. I see a mix yageja. Ndikuva stage ndikuma vina say. Antu ndikuma feel bo.
South Africa
The coach
No, I'm just saying it was entertaining because for the first time, I saw a DJ
was properly paid.
that was performing.
He was actually performing because it's one thing to
he was
just
properly paid.
listen.
Some of these people are also
instigator. Listen. Sometimes
how much do DJs get for a gig in Malawi?
Okay,
it depends.
We still,
it's quality.
How many podcasters? Yeah,
and show some moves.
How many podcasters are multi-millionaires in Malawi? Why? Because there's a reason.
But I want you to understand. I want you to understand where I'm coming from with this, right?
Yes.
Jabi Maporisa was paid a lot of money or whatever, but it was like, if I'm gonna pay you this much amount of money, what else are you bringing apart from just playing the music, right? So it was interesting for me. It was my first time. Even DJ Tira.
Yeah.
Anasiya Gubanga Degegeja. He just played, he said the songs or whatever. He came on the stage and he was just like dancing and everybody
interacting
was like,
with the fans.
Tira fans. That's the stuff that people want to pay for.
Yeah,
you know?
all DJ Joe Icon.
You see, that's why I was saying, these guys, they pretend to look busy when they're not really busy at all. How can you leave your work and start dancing? Now you get my point.
Just your music.
And to Benny's
to all the DJs that I know, you guys are doing the shit. Yeah.
To Benny's back up, guys, I'm a car mixing and I say, magaiz ampe makawari mix
banje tingoita na DJ rizaone
so makaguri ndiyani ili mustiki muja ndio banga gari and yakuiziwa all he has to do is just to do my volumes basi and play around with my
knobs
atizaone kujani
my reverbs
ko baramuze udasadifanya nyimbo yako
amakala mixa kale seze muri reverb bangira kutini masere pezongo player
hey you guys msapegese again
yeah isindukupegesa
no some DJs are doing that
okay also how many people have you like from and how many money amwet munabanga ko notice kuti dena ke pepe amaldia yeka exactly my point makho DJ kulibe so the kind of DJ yo yakwankhula zibeze zo fana
okay
kuli loop apepepepe olongala wawe ndikayankhula
abwera
sabwera
That's a very interesting topic. But it's like, okay.
Yeah, man. But while we're on this South African scene, music, Mbumba pitch, abanga split up.
Abanga divorce.
Yeah, divorce. I think yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it has also just reminded me of when Liquid Deep divorced. Hey, I was heartbroken, bro.
Yeah.
Because I said Mbumba. I remember what you Hamba Juba. Nyimbo itaimbidwa naimva pa playlist yanga inage. Sinikazora imba ndani. Nde part ya Mbumba bacha. And I was like, is this Burna Boy? But this is not Burna.
Yeah.
You know the voice, you know. Can I go no kandala go against the gate? Ndopita kushwa Mbumba. Who's Mbumba? Like, okay, cool. I listened to the catalog of Mbumba. Oh, this is the one. And
what's
his name?
Ngozo.
And Mos.
The guy with the big lips. That's all I know. He's got big lips and like lazy eyes.
For the longest time, ndinkaona ngati Mbumba pitch ndi
the
mods.
Yeah.
There's odisoganda and hawiri is also tazwamochedwaso.
Nanga Maroon 5.
Zodi Maroon 5 is really good. Zodi Nickelback in the guru mkuziwa.
21 Savage. 21 Savage is my Savage 21.
Zodi Jay-Z in the guru.
Yeah, but it's disheartening from perspective of
No, I genuinely feel like.
Why do you want them to be in a relationship?
Hey, also, half of the time is these people have two different talents. We and the producer, we and the singer, right? And then they're like, I say, let's fuck shit up, you know, let's do this thing together. I think at the end of the day, man can't and drama,
yeah, I think
my car stage in any man.
It is on any Ngati kumale wait. Kumale
my guess on the
kumale kuno ngati ma cruise ambira amene anasiyana. It wasn't always about the money. It was about one of the guys.
That's what you wanted to say.
Really?
Not really nkazi wanzake olumina mbale wake uchenda pesoti menemo pwe.
Ngati gulanga nditiro.
Nde Zapizori anthu ajezuda so wano ajemalanga so malamodi mngwaba samoni mambaso so malani oliya
mwe nikade devils makaniko siana because I mean they cannot do that to each other.
Maya kunyumba so mavizori mambo malembera ma message. Hi, I just wanted to say good night. Banje suka bwa. Ndimo zira nyamara etiquette ndipro to basi tuzija. Nakolabu.
Wait, I'm really trying to chase which group is that?
Which group? Did I mention any group?
We're only Bensam Entertainment.
Did I say group?
I mean, you can say things.
What was it? An artist manager type of thing?
Huh? Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
Found out more at the chill and whatever.
Mix and chill. Goddamn.
No, I think you can get more information on Friday Bars. Make sure, don't miss it. Friday Bars by Mbumba. She's gonna spill some tea.
Ooh. Some beans here.
Hey. What's the beansness?
Yeah.
Like.
Kuma say anagamba nkhani obvious section pa urgent pa Friday Bars. Be instigate obviously has been ningofana ngakapanga address. Unajitika moto. Kwa mfumo ya zinyawo ku 43. Zipewa zapya.
Reminds
Zipewa zapya.
You know, it reminds me of these guys. Not just for jazz, right? My guys are not a club, right? So when I was at the club in Genazaza on a Friday, Mbumba was there too. So people are having a good time, they're dancing, the DJ, I think it was VJS, they're playing good music, everyone, it's, you know. So, they would have a good Ndima shooting in China, I think my wiring again. Someone got nganya maromo. Kuna vezo kamba moto udenga kuja. So fana na tama ngando kafika pa microphone. Nduza kwa bene bacha. The roof is on fire. The first number, the roof is on fire. The fucker burn.
So, but yo, I'm actually.
So I'm just thinking, maybe nigga run out of the house and do the roof is on fire.
Everybody was like, okay. He's like,
You know, the better one.
Tazungu the man, but
Ndugu wako ni take it in the fire.
when the fire. No, don't be like that. Come on.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
I mean,
Kunyumba kwa mfumu weka moto huku. Antongo rusa ngoma maura zikazimsa. Anyway, just we don't mean to make fun of this situation. I think it was a very unfortunate situation.
Zippy was up here, bros.
Shy boys. You are fired.
Like
the house? Am I fired like the house?
Come on, man.
Wow, my fired.
Yeah. This year,
Have you seen the post?
Dude, I wanted to say the same, but I was like, okay, you know what? That is the property that somebody has lost.
Yeah. I was disheartened.
Yeah, I mean, imagine printing all those zipewa.
Yeah. And there was a Jumbo, Doji and Cabana.
I think we need a partnership with Nico to be addressing some of these things.
No.
It's very important.
The importance
I believe the king
of insurance.
I believe the
It's not about the king. It's about other people who can also face
those types of
adversities
challenges.
Yeah, because the king had hearts kumantona tokauta and into nyuma.
Yeah.
Instigator, you're fired. We are firing people.
Is it because we're talking about fire? So that's why just
Everybody's firing. But nobody said, Geoff and Ngozo.
Come also because of your trousers, you're fired.
Each.
Trousers.
Oh, you're answering back to the host. Do you want me to talk about your story?
No.
Sit down.
No.
Sit down.
You know, this is why family should not work together. Because here it's a family. Now we all know each and everybody's story. We can't share our stories in peace. Now you want to use them against Manras.
Inside jokes. They are no longer stories, they're inside jokes.
But I agree with Ben. I agree with Ben. We need to talk about insurance because unfortunate situations like those happen. And when they happen, Mutuma Kato is stranded because most of the times you invest in Malawi, you invest a lot of money, again, you lose it in a day, in a few minutes.
True.
So, as I was saying, my adverts zangozi zikabwera sizimabwera ndinoti tukubwera ndezimangobwera so ukakoti uendeka insurance kacha kama kauti kakuthandiza the insurance companies can help you to recover
so tizibweza zonse
I think
most of the stuff
kumale kuno kanthu ambiri timangopanga shani za insurance.
Yeah.
The only insurance we pay for is because we are mandated to. Basi because panse wakarimisa adilanda 10,000 gani mabwanji guy, you know. So yeah, but these are the things we really need to warm up to. We need to get comfortable, understand how they work. My policies are siana. So we need get us Nico to help us.
Yeah.
Help people to understand.
Nico. Yeah, we also have a big TV there. At the segment.
We need to insure. Are we insured?
At the segments, please.
Guys,
get them insurance.
At the end of the day, whether it's Nico or it's who else does
Prime Vanguard.
Vanguard is still there. Oh, the popular one, what? Old Mutual?
Yes, Old Mutual.
Old Mutual also do insurance as well, yeah?
They do insurance as well. I think any of these guys, if you're listening, instead of spending money with those TikTok influencers, this is the best place you can advertise. Yeah, those guys are doing all those guys.
Wow.
But you're wasting money with people that are not giving you things. You could come here for better numbers and we could sign some $1 million kind of.
Marty.
I mean, we are already capable of handling millions.
Yeah, of course. Insurance is this is the best place to talk about it,
bro.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us, especially the youth, like we shun away from like safety and like surety, because we think the moment you have money, you think money will always be there. But there will be times where you literally don't have money, but you have an adversity to face. But you need that help.
Yeah.
Also, just to slot in a quick example. ngati we had an issue yamalingana indi anapanga ngozi
Yeah.
akusika mpira afulala
He spent so much
he
money.
needed treatment yoti kumalawi kunoko siteka
Singakwanise.
koma just cause anali ndi police ya medical anakwanisa kuntumiza kuti kodi ndi India or
South
South
Africa.
South.
It was
Yes.
either South Africa or
So
India.
he went to
South Africa.
South Africa for treatment and millions of bucks were spent there
12 million.
ndi anzanga ino ndine tipezeketiza sibasi
Sibase mwendo taduka.
basitu
How's
sibasi
it going? Serious?
Yeah, ndina So I think it goes across the board. Kuti it's not only about property, it's not only about health. Whatever thing that we can ensure, let's do it. My funeral policy aja mukamwalira makhado mulinwe mulipoboko mano anthu osala
Hey,
yeah, there's a bunch of things going on after you're gone. There's a bunch of things going on after your house is burnt. There's a bunch of things going on after gai mudano ngozi. You know, the comprehensive ijema onega ngaliyo dula, but it imazaoneka no ubwino wake zikakuchitikira. You know, so yeah, let's invest in that. It's our lives, it's our property. I just hope I'm also analindi mapolisi zingadamene what he'll be able to recover some of the chipewas and the house as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that nigga loves chipewa.
Yeah.
When was the last time we saw him putting a chipewa? He has been working on his hair for...
Yeah, sometimes it gets... Yeah.
No, I think it was Mage. It was Mage that is pushing, maybe.
maso ndikuona ngati ngoma ziche sizichidokolera moto
Next topic, please.
My outfit has a
Guys, next.
Sending prayers
Next.
to the Nyao King.
Next.
Ndama riya vura bano kumala.
When you're sending players, don't say fire, please.
Oh, komatizirija.
I don't know.
Holy water, bas.
Holy power. Iwe chiwanda cha moto.
Yeah. Just one last one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. But another thing that we've been facing as a country, coming under insurance, is the scarcity of sugar and how other shops are also hiding sugar in their warehouses. You know, our president anabanga reshuffle cabinet yao. So engineer Vilumbeko has been. I mean, we're all friends here. So engineer Vilumbeko has been pressed to Ministry of Trade as the minister. So he's been going around. One of the places that he went to, two of the places that he went to actually, was ShopRite and Chipiku. ShopRite and DGB women by ShopRite. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
Chipiku women the opposite ShopRite.
ShopRite by ShopRite. It was by ShopRite by Gateway. So ShopRite immediately by ShopRite. Ndi Chipiku. I would my guys mabisa sugar.
Actually, ShopRite maybe by game. Ndi Chipiku chimeji by ShopRite.
That is a long thing.
Yeah. If you don't get it, forget
about it. Forget about it. So my boys are with Awenewawa and a bunch of other places that we don't know about. Kuma awanda mena bangi to highlight. Anabezode mabisa sugar. This was maybe weeks after Ilovo put out a statement with Amadaba with Antagulisa sugar modula for Jani. So whenever they put out a statement of that sort, imakawri supply ya sugar ilibino bwino. Ntaiza mbili sugar amafunika zidula kapena zikangara kusowa ngati supply yao sizikwenda bwino. Now these people were hiding sugar. The only thing that Malawians were suspecting was kuti mina supply ya sugar ikuoneka kuti sikhala ya bwino kusogoloku, and these people were keeping this sugar kuti akweze yani mitengo. Now our engineer guy went there and uncovered kuti kuma back room wow kuna sugar mbili ya GPU kuna sugar mbili ShopRite. So they temporarily closed these two places. I remember going to ShopRite yesterday kuna ikoteka, but bala ichikiu jantu kuda mafuna bela lani alwen kati much masana again na bila shoda bela ya Gateway. Everything was okay. People were buying when they bought cake. It was fine. Yeah, but
and the cake even had sugar.
A lot of sugar actually. Yeah, too much sugar. Had to buy a bottle of water for that.
What kind of cake? What kind of cake?
Buff cake.
It was scarcity.
That's what I think. Coming in Malawi, it means something different.
No, even in America, it's the same.
It's the same thing. Yeah. So I had buff cake. Yeah.
Uncle Brown, will you?
Yeah. Did my date. And I'm a car open a buff. Then the cake. That's why it's called buff cake. Thank you. Yeah. So it's an issue of the sugar. Pagadi ba kalagu wera musa kalabu, it's been concerning because now right now as Malawians we know we are going through a lot of financial hurdles. The being so and wonder the
ine kumandikuona ngati kuti vuto nda Malawi. Amalawi tili ndi vuto. Kachaje asanambe ntchito anatiphunzitsa how to do these things.
Kaja Janali Mabukla how to become a millionaire and quit your job. And he was hired. Now he has a job.
Ndakuti keje jesera bechito. Betozo kuti analiko dizero.
Ndiye kunabuya sorry now. Jamadna? Kajamba. Hey, good.
I think he was trying to refer to Kajamba.
Yeah.
Wakubye sisi ujana.
Kajamba. Kajamba. Is it
Kondwani Kajamba?
Mera, yes. Yeah.
Ndone kajamba naye sokanga watuluka Malawi mwanangu nyambula gym kunjako.
Kajamba na iga no jeni nkumba zake zitaswanda mana watatu pasa formula ya kuti nkumba ziswaza. Why you like?
Amene jande ndi influencer ko BICC kuja kuna zaza anthu ukaphunzira ntchito za manja.
Nganthu akapanga ma cornflakes.
Hey, they were making cornflakes.
So happy says.
Sopo chapa.
Sopo chacha.
Sinakathela kuti.
Anakuona it's just a few days akuti amene mumanena akuti anthu amene anaphunzira kwa ife zinthu zawo zili kuti izi zili pa mashelf panayi ngati mayani masopo
Mafanzi kupusha pano patu ndaona pa TikTok paje na nyamara nditu ma influencer kumapanga mafuro ophikira
Akajaje?
Teza.
My influencer.
From Kajaje?
Si ma influencer.
from Kajamba.
Oh, Kajamba.
Mukampele influencer.
Ati Kajamba.
Grand Teza.
Tamani guy, Nteza ine okay. So there's an amount of time that I spent in Nchinji. Nteza sunflower mena abangira presi mafuta. Sisi nzote so winaka kuuze shoda nha abanga kale. Ndemu abanga credit imene kuti mumpasa Kajamba. I'm not trying to discredit him. Kumano yeah.
Hand up. Nkhani ndiona kuti Kajambayo anazindikira kuti Malawi samakonda zowerenga ndikusaka information oka. Amafuna kuuzidwa. So anatenga advantage pa zimenezo. Pa zambiri zimene sitimene kuchitilidwa olo kugula. Koma timangogula chifukwa chokuti ndife anthu aulesi.
We are consumers basi.
Yeah, ndi Kajamba. Nangasi ndi Kajamba.
Kajamba. I say that lady on TikTok amabanga isn't from scratch. Amabanga nyama from thin air.
Nara Smith,
yes. And today I'll show you how I made beef from thin air for my husband.
She made Colgate for her family because the Colgate had run out and we couldn't go to the shop to buy some more Colgate.
Yeah. She's the Kajamba of TikTok.
Yeah.
Just that she doesn't review.
So you're thinking good sugar so timana sitizingopanga to campaign
At home.
Mizimbe.
We already know what sugar mjikira kunzimbe.
Boss, sugar mizimbe. I know how to do that shit. If you want, we can do a segment. Cooking with Brandon. Cooking with Brandon.
Also the sugar with bread.
Whatever. But I will tell you this. Whatever Ilovo does to their sugar is fucking magical. Because I've had sugar mine yote kampanga. Ama mveka befungula nzimbe.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember sometimes I ndiri kunchinji komweko. Sugar na zavuta. Timatenga sugar wa ku Zambia. Ukampangira timu. Amveka so fungula la nzimbe.
Nzimbe.
Sama tirama kasoda kine.
Wow. Cooking with Bensam. Cooking with
Special recipe ya soda.
I think you're right. Kwaruga ujeni. Kwaruga vacancy ku Irovo. Kama drone paleta. Sumata drone.
Asikapaka operated drone.
Drone kama kaosiana.
Oh.
But of course, the basics are the same, but yeah.
Yeah. Ima kodza soda mwina.
If you're tired.
People don't find us funny. People hate us a lot.
No, because they listen with so much anger. Don't listen with anger. If you're watching this podcast, you will not get the humor. Sometimes just listen.
Just come here, sit down.
Just listen. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I like it how other podcasts are trying to, when we do content, they synthesize it for other people.
Very important.
Yeah.
Ben, what do you say about it?
No, I want to understand the English of synthesize. Mwanditaya.
Kuwapangira digesti. Metima pangira ana aja timata kupisa kuti chokudya chija angathe kuchidya kwa timata kwatafunira kuti nkwaika nkama mwawo.
Monga mbala meichitira.
Monga mbala meichitira. Timata kupisa kuti tatenga guest uja kuti amayankhula za intellectual kwambiri ndama mutenga so yemwe uja nkukamuyankhulisa chichewa choti anthu aliye samve.
I swear to God, they're coming for you, man. I swear to God. Swear to God. They're coming for you, my nigga. They're coming for you.
Yeah, I'm used to that shit, bro.
I'm the nice one here.
Yeah, for real.
I'm used to that shit, bro. Like,
yeah, sometimes I'm going to research your way come on to some go then get my rebound. Rebound. Rebound, you will wait and get this is your
rebound we can chaba.
So other podcasts are chewing the food and giving.
No, it's actually a good thing. I'm not saying there's a bad thing.
I'm also just asking.
Yeah. Yes. The answer to your question is yes. But not in a bad way.
21 million.
My celebrity that.
Wow. Mama multi-millionaire. Two.
Only.
On one show.
Podcast.
And 4 segments.
What's that guy? Somebody please sponsor my segment because what is this?
One. All about stuff about German but Podcastmalawi and the minimum.
There was one and you didn't see. You know you didn't see. I might tell you one.
They choose the segment.
Brandon.
Choose the pod.
You know, so the segment.
Geoff and the Zoba.
So the segment. Hey, wow.
There's a look, say. Because Geoff and the Zoba.
Ulendo nakabanga nyora mandras ukapanda. Ukapanda upanga hivi.
Okay. Why are you mentioning his name?
So, because it could be anybody. That's why.
Anybody?
It could be
Anybody. It's not Roy.
Yeah, it's not real view. It's not.
But it could be anybody.
Yeah. I mean, Roy have a stature. Like, he has a stature. The Sangava trousers and dress.
Wow. You guys.
Wow.
What do you mean? He can wear trousers and dress.
Okay, but kunogo. Ningatukuchwa ntara amene angatovala mandrasa. Oyamba ndi Ngozo. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Ai, ndingathe kuchula atatu, sindichula atatu. Sindichula atatu, ndingathe kuchula atatu.
Come imagine Bensam pulling up with Mandras. Mandras wake wa red and brown.
That's why you niggas are hated, eh? That's why they hate you.
Akachituri.
I say, iPhone 80 problem.
Yeah, before people start coming for it,
Yeah.
Come on, they should know that this is a year. This is our year.
Please stop showing people the camera.
Before and after.
Before and after. Kakamera sipeke karibu kamoza.
Magaona.
Pabwera makamera hata awili ena.
Tigoba. Tigoba magoma ena 2. Yeah.
iPhone yanagulaika. Of course ani phone ina imeno ndi company ka hana shit. Tadu safoni na.
Fuck you. Come on, ngande uri even trouser man that's you.
Akamati
Ngozo na kula kaso. Yeah.
Komando. Kono muzani mutu alikuwa ndrama zake za ntumba funa iPhone makaya jojo. Koma inu muni ndima iPhone amagetulo koma iPhone 16 oti mulibe kuti yo chino. Tuzo kuti.
Zonad.
Tuzo kuti.
Makamu wanga na masilingi.
Koma hii. Hard work and dedication.
Blood, sweat and tears.
Anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to also talk about numbers. Yeah.
So
Big shout out to Mbumba. Good numbers.
Come on, man. Damn.
Downtimes to Bensam. Numbers is missing. Ben, no, I don't want to go there, but I will. Now, when I post on Facebook, I'm now with Ella and Juji, the book of Eli. And I panga record suspense. Equipment again, Abedwa. Yes.
Sinapye?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm Ujin.
Inapia ndio Ujin. Yeah.
Money.
Mani ndi minapye.
Lost the studio, yeah.
Yeah. I think the music industry and fire. I mean, this is like good things. It's fire everywhere.
I just feel like
I
money.
know. You don't have to feel anything.
No, I think it was like our manager bidding Joe was like, no, this is a fire bid. So
He lit
get it?
up.
You're making a fire bid.
Fire beats. Yeah,
Fire
please
the
have
booth.
fire extinguishers in your studios because you guys are creating fire content.
Yeah, we need to fight.
Lit laddie. Yeah, so after this happened, an episode Abela equipment Yonse and the project Eli was gone. You know what this kid did? He bought a house and the car. But no, before that, he did the album again from scratch. Beat, lyrics. DJ na mula jina mai ne yanchanichi. Mina mabangia relate muja. Mina sio beba. Kupanga compare ndi mene na liya kale kale.
zikwenza okhala yonto.
Eh?
Fo yambitile makhala yabwe nto izose.
It's because you ambidela uzodilipa. But we didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's only because you knew what you did first. If you didn't, you wouldn't think the first stuff was...
I mean, I do flown as well as on the suspense, the head injury.
Se ufulu.
You know.
Yes, sir? Okay, come on, Onambira.
Nkafuna sokuigula.
Kono aid nde manna kuti ngati no eri njujet njiyati story ndi Bensam ndati swangono tripanga compare Bensam ndi eri njuji ndi ati swangono comparison osati ku Malawi scale eri njuji is a big artist Bensam ndi eri njuji ndi ati swangono koma Bensam numbers inasoa koma safuna kuimbazo.
Oh, is that where the story was going?
Put it Emma guys, can you have numbers? Let's sort. Malinga anatumiza mabeat nyimbo zake. Mr. Malinga ndo alinazo and the backup. Nyimbo.
Yeah. In last
I think some artists then are judge.
last week so no man did
Let's
BF.
push numbers.
Yeah, no one did BF last week. So no man-
BFP,
yeah.
okay. In here, I blame BFP because the entire projects were in his computer.
No one did BF last week.
So,
Yeah, I hear you, Ben. And I'm PC Mark. Kwa Mr. My guys and others, they had sent the music. Meaning they could share you the original copies. So you can just work on
no,
a few
usually-
songs.
samples, maybe they could have. I also have some of the samples in here.
Eh.
Linazo.
You can just recreate it.
Even though Limene Yamalinga, the beat, I remember Anapanga Nali, brother was Slay.
Yeah.
Uchi.
Uchi, sorry.
Uchi gang. So I do have some of the stuff. But I think we can make the album.
Yeah, I mean it's a year of numbers. This year is of
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have numbers, so let's
let's do it.
do numbers.
Please.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I still can't get over the fact that Podcastmalawi promised to do a music video. They promised to do a music video and they never did it.
Yeah, it's one of those things we were building
Yeah.
a studio and
We remember
I like that just because now a music video will be like 5 minutes.
records are there.
yeah, they
because
are.
said
So yeah.
when we hit 25K, they'll make
And we did.
Now we are
Not a
over
penny.
30,000.
We are.
not a penny was
Yeah.
produced.
Yeah, I understand, Ben, because now we had a lot of projects going on. We had this. We had Matebu.
I don't know why you're answering on behalf of other people.
I'm Podcastmalawi.
Dude, you stay in here.
true.
No. Don't reveal his location. Is it safety?
Oops.
No.
You also stay in Nairobi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have some haters.
Yeah.
The Mandras guy is coming for you guys.
I never. we are scared.
But we know who's coming for you, though.
Oh my own.
From behind.
From
Behind.
Backstabbers.
Backstabber. Yeah, man. But Ben, another thing is that we like put in this number so Blage. But the problem is, I had money that I invested in dollars. And I got my dollars very expensively, bro. Like, I was worried. Panoba number so sanga because the dollar jana siga. Yeah, but also for pin. Most of dollar jana was siga by internet, guys. Someone
Punjab over in Kanine.
bro.
Why is it though?
Bro.
Could I turn a dollar by internet? And I see that.
By internet. You know how unabanga kuzama affirmations. In this year at the September 30th, I'll have a car. Yeah, that's what people were doing. This month at the 20th of March, we're going to buy $2.1. That's why people were like affirmations. Yeah.
Hallelujah challenge.
No, Komano,
but
thank you for bringing this up.
Yeah.
What is the Hallelujah challenge? I still have
I also asked when we were doing a shoot for the the new TV series that is coming out.
Pamango,
yes.
Lodge.
So tinapeza kuti mashoot enati mamaliza mochedwa usiku. So you could hear some people or I'll get a sheet of a set. They'll be like, hey, antawi yaujene kukwana. Challenge.
Yes, Let me just text Brian and Mr.
John Day.
Yeah, Mr. John Day.
Well, yeah, whatever.
They have to come through. I have to interview them.
All right.
Yeah. Keep on.
Yeah. So I was curious. I'm like, guys, I want you to explain to me in details. What is this? I've heard about this, but I just want to know. So
Okay.
now with the
Basically,
online gathering, go down to the login guy online.
Not login per se. It's a YouTube thing.
It's a live thing.
Yeah, Imakari live by YouTube.
Yeah, live,
so
yeah.
Amina Abanga hosted in Nathaniel Bessie. I've done it before. Last year, Nabanga now a challenge.
Aww.
Yeah. So it's more of a night of praise. Online, they want to connect. Like they're not in Nigeria, across the globe.
Oh, it's Nigeria.
Yes. Now, what actually happens by Hallelujah Challenge indeed, they're just praising the Lord, before asking for anything else, just to praise the Lord and also share the word, Ndipo makala zenu zambi mbili ma segments, emergency meeting. Could dress your miracle.
So serious kind of blando.
Sorry.
Bula.
Could dress your miracle, dress as your miracle, something like that. Let's say I want to
Be a nurse.
Yeah, to be a nurse, and then live like a nurse.
Dancing. I would actually, they worship and praise, they dance.
Yes, can be in the worship. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of slander on social media this year because this thing has been going on for maybe 11 years, Gandhi, if I'm not mistaken.
And the earlier challenges were just done like many Podcastmalawi studio.
Yeah. The one that has been demolished.
I don't know. The instigator today has pants, eh? He's some banter. Are you okay?
But it's true. It's true.
It was a very small place and the guy has grown. But no earlier challenge 500,000 people watching live. Crazy. I say that's YouTube or Facebook, up 500 Jackpot. Sometimes even 1 million. Like it's crazy. He has crazy numbers.
Yeah, so he has crazy numbers like that. Primarily, the idea was to worship, just bring together and what Tima Klubida Chinoshimozi, Tibange worship together, and Tibwele same Zmedu Gufuna Kwambwe. That's the whole idea. Yeah. So this year, ndaona slander wambili patwida and hakumasega, my body and Msana kusiden. Chen ngatone na joguti. Chiyo sija mulungu sarana afuna tani. Asanga
No, don't say that.
Kind of my birthdays, I'm happy to sleep over. Kuma mazuka 1 koloko fandi 1 koloko Nigeria imakhala 12 koloko kumalawi 1 koloko ndamazuka kumapemphera kwene kucha nda anthu amadabwa anthu amene akupanga ma sponsorship amabadeo kodi
Sleepover.
Okay, but are you telling me Woody, just because she's at a sleepover for somebody who's sponsoring her, she can't pray?
No, what is she doing there?
We have to.
What do you mean?
We have to remember in the Bible.
Yeah.
There was one time,
Yeah.
Jesus. There was this lady, I forgot her name.
Magdalene.
She
Mary.
came to Jesus
Yes.
and touched his feet, washed his feet.
Yeah.
Remember that lady?
Yeah. Mary
So-
Magdalene.
So,
But you know that story is misquoted, right?
so these baddies, they can,
Mary
you know.
Magdalene.
I think everybody has the right.
Okay, that's why I said kuti chilicho chimene chimachitika cha mulungu satana afuna alowerepo. Let me just expand on that. 1, a body doing that challenge is not wrong. Not at all. Ed, for mulungu afuna anthu amenewo yesu kuzafa pasiko pana nafe anthu.
Do you know why they're doing
Okay,
it?
kumano bad.
No, but these baddies, they're doing it for selfish reasons. That's why it becomes wrong.
That's where the devil is also Johnny.
Now, this is on the baddies. Any other day, no, but they're like, oh, this thing is huge.
How do you know
Maybe
it's for selfish reasons?
Yeah, they're bodies. Come on.
it's always I want this, I want that. It's the only reason why they are praising.
Life yeah, we makanga
It's
de
because
playing cards.
I want
to-
this. That's why I'm praying.
I want to follow
And the
honor.
thing, God is like, really? So you think just because you want that, and then like, I
God
think
is-
that's how God looks at them. Like,
Wow.
oh, so you're
Wow.
coming to me because you want the iPhone 16, huh? Oh, you want that demo? Now you're coming to me. You want the demo, huh? Okay.
Yeah, so it's crazy how mena manila za mid of the night is jet. Wabida mena kujagu muntu amenya ma shut-ups. Alipiza umenya ma shut-ups wani koloko yamkwalira waponya mic pansi wayambapo hallelujah challenge.
Oh, my shut-ups in this maze also. Ungolebe.
Ndebona na gwada gare. Ako viti za wande hallelujah challenge.
Moti microphone inali mmanja.
Halanga waponya mic.
After my shut-ups.
You know? So
I say shut up to my friends.
yeah, after shutting ups kena wafuzada angelo Gabriel.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't really understand this whole.
dress ya mira kama mwenye session ibene umakati dress ya mira kuyikhala bwanji ngisana busy
Yeah, shut ups. Noti kwamveka mugawadi. Oh, bena.
My blessing kuziona.
That's assuming that they can be flipped.
Not a blesser. Anyone wake kuje ko higher stage. I'm on a video call. Yeah, I'm just in a hotel room.
Okay, so when you praise to the Lord to get something in return, it's a fair trade, right? So you're like, look, God, I just praised you. So now do something for me. Right?
No.
Because I feel like that's what most of these bodies are doing.
Most of the, yeah.
I mean, they're buddies.
But okay, but it's not just. But I'm sorry, Ben. It's not just the baddies, though.
We are
It's
talking
even
about the-
those. I know we're talking about them, but like it's even those that are wearing as a nesi and then praying so that one day they should be. It's literally the same concept, the same dynamics. Now, just because someone is a baddie, and yes, they've been giving shut-ups, but who knows what this person who's wearing a nurse's uniform was also doing before?
Yeah, exactly.
The Hallelujah
We
challenge.
don't know about them, but we know about the others.
What makes you think you know about the others? That's my
They're
question.
buddies.
Okay. My thing is, how do you know that this is a baddie? Is she labeled as a baddie? Because I asked this question. What is a baddie? What labels one
they
as
have
a baddie?
they write on their status that I'm a baddie.
Let me come
They
on.
do.
Oh, yeah. Some of them, they have...
I just know one person who
My handles, I said, that good buddy.
Some of them, they
Hey,
have...
yo.
I remember handles Olimba Gudi, God's favorite daughter.
I was
Small
avoiding
girl,
this
big God.
conversation. I was avoiding this.
Ambuenda Togo. We ain't saying no name.
Chomweni ngane ndigoti zikomo.
We ain't saying no name.
Ambuenda thokoza ndakaona solero pena bake.
But when you think about it, amudalisa basi.
Blessa, angoputula blessa yo.
Ambendi no gongola.
I say, I remember in the Bible somebody saw
So much battery.
somebody saw God's face and he died. And winagazita amwendi no gongola. Hey.
Mawe.
With audacity. Yeah. Komano ya. So ndwene mnani na mujode. Chiri yose chimeji mabangira ja mulungu. Satana afuna mu alwelepo. Angatolerapo ngati mabadi, angatolerapo ngati kuti anthu sakwamvesa mabadi na afuna kusinda. You know, it's a bunch of things. So Hallelujah Challenge on its own is the same as Podcastmalawi. It's just a platform.
I think I'm gonna wrap up to say this. I say this. I live by this every day of my life. I think it would do good for a lot of other people because I think Podcastmalawi we already live by it. A lot of us, we are so full of hypocrisy, and it's so disgusting because who are you lying to? You know, you're only just lying to yourself and you're lying to your God. You know, because people know when they see Mbumba, they know Mbumba is a drunkard. She's an alcoholic. And I have no time to pretend that that's who I am, you know? If I was going to be a baddie, I swear down I was going to own that shit with my life, you know, because that's who I've chosen to be. Can you just be that? So that musiye zoguri, musiye te karidwerori antwazi azi nyoza Hallelujah Challenge. Because people were talking trash about it. Do you understand? Because even I didn't understand what it was because I've never participated and I don't intend on doing so. Because I know how I praise my God, right? But this whole thing of Hallelujah Challenge, because people have to see that I'm also a girl who prays even though I go to the club. You're just lying to yourself. It's so pathetic. At the end of the day, it's so freaking pathetic. Live your truth, my friend. If you want to blow jobs so that you can get jobs, fine and good. That's who you want to be. But don't be out here lying to God Almighty, because even Ben gave us a facial expression of what God is probably looking at this body like,
Wow.
So you today want damn you. Today want damn you after giving shut up.
That one was.
I think let's just be real with one another.
Yeah,
Let's be real with
because
one
if
another.
you really want to follow God, you need to follow that righteous path.
Yeah.
Righteousness.
There's no shortcut
You have to
to it.
live by the word. You can't praise today, tomorrow you're giving shut ups.
Ndebo naona wadi after Hallelujah Challenge achita now so Ramadani. After that achita now so Easter holiday. It's fine.
And I think mapempero mo.
Ndebo ena feti mwana yanga tochima kwambe achita now turi.
Turi. Because I think you're spiritual, right?
Very.
You're spiritual as well, right? It's nobody's gonna take that away from you. Just don't stay away from who you really are. Like
Yes,
we
take
know
it
who
yourself,
Ben
man.
is, we know who Brandon is. At the end of the day, whether you kneel down at night and you are crying and you are what, it's literally up to you, your
bro.
God.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares really.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, whether you try to show people that you like, if I come there and say that I'm doing the Hallelujah Challenge or whatever, I'm still a multi-millionaire. It's one of those things. It's crazy.
And also your house is not bent.
Exactly.
I can't joke on that one, guys.
Well,
I'll be my guest.
guys,
I'll be my guest.
hey, be my guest. Mr. John Day and Brian is coming.
Okay.
They have agreed to an interview on one condition.
What?
You're not going to be there. And I've already said yes.
It's fine.
Yeah. I know it's. I mean,
I'm in the TV series anyway.
Ooh. Proper.
Wow.
Did you see?
Ja.
Wow. Wow. Did you see Proper Ben Virgin? Filmmaker, bitch nigga, podcaster.
There's a podcaster?
Yes, it was there.
Let's check.
Yeah, bitch nigga.
Okay. I was also telling people if you were to name drop on top of your head 10 podcasters and you don't have my name in the list,
Then it's too much.
there's something wrong with you.
Oh, that I could give you a high five right now. Give me one in the air right now. Give me one. Okay. Okay.
That doesn't sound like a high five.
It can't sound.
Okay.
What, you
but
wanted to
the
get
funny
both
thing,
clapping?
Ben. Anthony Mbankani.
Iya see, yena ma essay to mimi.
Maese koma ndakona chi Ben changofika hapo. A content creator,
Beach nigga.
photographer,
Beach nigga.
podcaster, and filmmaker. Done.
A man of a few words.
But of many talents. Ooh.
Is it because you stutter or you have a lisp?
Ben does not have.
I'm just asking. Yeah, but Tizibida.
Can you say 7,000?
7
Seven
sisters.
in a still spell.
Tizibida kumatisa nabide. Ndufana kabanga interview yacho nde. Ndikabangira segment.
Sure. My guess.
Ndikabangira undemo guess background yabwino kumene kwet zopusayi.
Ukabangira ku TV chachikulu.
Akike ku background yabwino. One of the things that are concerning amongst the youth is sexual intercourse. Coitus or cunnilingus as
Cunnilingus is not coitus.
is what?
It's oral sex.
Yeah, and that too.
Okay.
Now, going back to what I was saying.
We're going to talk about sex right now?
Yeah, we are going to talk about sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse.
Yes, the act itself.
Live on TV.
Live on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
Yeah, but people watch it on TV.
Yeah, they put them like ena kana ndibanga invite kwao anandi onesa pa TV mina monela, right? Bro, it was a big TV and it was the first time watching myself on TV. It was crazy. I don't want to do it again. Okay, so pa sex kulima sex positions ambidi. And Indians wrote a book called the Kama Sutra. And ambidi religiously follow what that book has to offer. And when my relationships are just because that book ndimene kutani ikwasokonezera ngini. One, because mina partner wao sangatho kwanisa ma positions ena amene akunenedwa mu book mucha, or my position in so they are very unnatural. If you're this, why should we be doing this? It's crazy. But what I wanted to ask each one of you, starting from Ben, is what is your favorite sex position?
Missionary.
Why?
I say whoever invented sex, he invented missionary. And he was right.
What was he right about? Right about no.
Hey, Mbumba. Mr. Ngozo. No, missionary is a shit. I mean, missionary can get the job done.
But the missionary, was it introduced by the missionaries?
Yeah, now Jen, David Livingstone.
No, but I think it was just like the originality of
Yeah, I don't know.
No, they said Guti, whoever does it in another way, apart from missionary.
is ungodly.
Yeah. That's what
So
they
it was
said.
by the missionaries.
Yeah.
For real?
That's why it's called mission.
Let's check with ChatGPT, guys. This is
Okay, nice. So you like missionary, huh?
Mbumba, as we are waiting for ChatGPT, what's your favorite sex position?
I hope I will not be implicated in the future. I like it when my cheeks are being clapped.
From behind. Mandrasi boy. What's your favorite sex position?
weird. Yeah, okay, fine. I got the answer from ChatGPT.
Yes.
The term missionary position comes from the idea that Christian missionaries, particularly in the 19th and early 20th century, promoted this sexual position, man on top, face to face, as the most proper or natural way for married couples to engage in intercourse. One common but debated theory suggests that early Christian missionaries in non-Western societies discouraged indigenous sexual practices they deemed inappropriate or immoral, encouraging this position instead. However, historical records do not definitely prove this claim. The term itself became popular in the 20th century, particularly through the Western sexology studies. But there is no direct evidence that missionaries themselves coined or widely promoted it under that name. The phrase likely emerged as a mix of cultural myths and later interpretations of Western sexual norms.
Okay.
Yeah, so ideally, Zwinamanna Geoff Janzona it was because my missionary Komano Palibembo and yeah. So why do you think it's right to say Gudi Palantona they are misjudged when it comes to performance in bed because maybe the position that Hamena judge Sangabange perform, you know?
Can you ask that question again?
Yeah, I wanted to say this.
Okay, so let's say I have a partner, right? Ndeta bizodi mina tasiyana for dinda kuti mina kantala kati sikamandipanga please sexually. Would you say kuti mina make ineyo nakane kompanga perform for the position mina napanga prefer ye uja ineyo singabange perform, you know?
I think satisfaction cannot entirely based on the sex position
That you like.
There are so many factors that would lead to satisfying a lady or your spouse. So that alone, pinning it on a position cannot really be the issue.
No, because now sex is a mental thing, right? Nde undibange zodi, let's say muntu jauza asenen magonda from behind, right? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm a child of God, so how do it missionary? And they'll be like, let's do it anyway, you know?
Ben said, Goody, it can't entirely just based on that position that you like. Could at the end of the day, you should say you're satisfied. Like I could say that I want my cheeks to be clapped maybe 90% of the time, and that 10% maybe let's do something else.
Yeah.
I could be satisfied with those other positions, right? It just, I think pleasure during sex comes down to issues of stamina, issues of like physicality, what you're attracted to, you know? It all plays down like to a mental kind of situation. Like pleasure in itself cannot just be based on that sex position.
No. Like you've also talked about mental, yeah?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is if you're not in a good mood, even if you're clapped from behind, you won't like it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
If I'm not in a good mood, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. So what if that mood is affected by the position that you're doing? Because now I'm saying, I like it like this, and they're like, you know what? Hit it from behind. Maybe, I'm a nasty boy. I'm just thinking, behind there is a lot of stink, a lot of bad things coming from behind, and I'm hitting it from behind.
That's the sex. That's the sex. I'm just joking.
Brandon, don't justify it. I say.
No, I'm not trying to justify it.
The position is everything.
Is it?
Position is everything. All these mental things and whatever. Bypasses. Position is everything.
No.
So satisfaction comes from position as well.
Okay, position.
Not satisfaction comes. It's not like it automatically does.
No, not automatically.
Yeah, but
it plays a role.
It is one of the contributing factors.
Huge,
because I think when the missionaries were inventing missionary,
We're discovered.
they were just being themselves. I mean, they were missionaries.
Discovery.
yeah, I think they had missed a few more literature, because that time it was all about literature, right? Yeah. So sexuology studies were being explored, and people were checking a lot of material. I think if that term missionary is to be redefined now, it would want to be called missionary, be called something else. Because some of the new positions will also be legalized or cleansed, because next they're called unholy. Yeah, because some of them come from beds.
Wait, let's go back. Unholy, Jed. Would you say the shoutouts is holy?
That's an interesting
it's
one.
very holy.
Shoutouts?
Call it the way it is, because maybe some other people will not want pick it.
No job.
Blowjobs, come on. No job in the hand.
Yeah. Would you say a blowjob is unholy or holy?
Basing on what text?
On what? No.
That's a good one.
Natural.
Yeah. Natural.
Yes.
Holiness is not natural.
Okay. When it comes to, let's say, gay sex.
It's written somewhere.
Where?
In the Bible.
Where?
Leviticus.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, let's not bring things that we don't
21.
understand.
Leviticus.
Let's bring into this
No, it's somewhere
conversation.
there actually.
In this conversation, let's bring things that we know and we understand.
So
Because
what I'm trying to
you
say
and me,
is-
we are not gay.
Yeah, never.
Are we? I'm assuming that we're not.
We can never know.
You never know. But okay, what I'm trying to say is that Antoine was a Chitena Jinshodi is not natural, not in a bad way. You have to understand. Because that machine was designated for.
Which machine?
Can you just say things like no? Anyway, and I mean, I wanted a podcast. See, my fan.
No, like your penis was designed to go into a vagina.
Okay.
Yeah?
Now, my contrast is coming in because you're saying Kuti, what's holy or what's unholy, whatever. The body in itself is meant to explore in the sense that because we have feelings, right? Now
In the mouth for a penis.
relax. Relax.
I want to
say something. I want to say something, and I hope you understand. I hope you understand. All right. All of these other positions came about because somebody was experimenting somewhere, and they told the other they also went to experiment. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, missionary was the initial position that everybody was having sex with. But the body is like, missionary, I just want something more. Can I just try flipping you over and like, let me insert in the anus or in the vagina?
No.
Listen, I don't care what you're saying. No. Men and women are having anal sex, okay? It's not, we're talking about sex here. So when you're telling me no, I don't know what the fuck you want me to stop talking about. We're talking about sex, okay? At the end of the day,
You can go out even.
hey, you can go out if you don't wanna hear what I have to say, then walk out, my nigga. My point is the body is created in a manner where it
You know
still
what?
want to explore. Now, in the moment of exploration, somebody was like, yo, can I put your dick in my mouth, my nigga? And they liked it.
Can I put your dick in my mouth? What?
Or Chabino, let me put my dick in your mouth.
Yes,
Chabino.
please.
Whichever is which.
Yes.
But my point is, you cannot say, Goody, a sexual position is unholy because these are bodies that were God-given. So everything that we're doing with our bodies is experimental. It's what our bodies want to try. So when you say unholy, I don't know what you are trying to say.
ChatGPT. Okay.
You kiss that.
maybe
You
let's-
kiss your mom with that mouth. That's the expression that I'm.
Ben first, then ChatGPT.
Nobody knows what I look like.
Let us also, when we go to, if we are to reference the Bible, we need to understand that sex was a subject which was supposed to be applied by people who have been married.
Exactly.
So once you're married, this is not a subject which will be unholy this, unholy that. I think it is all under a bracket of sex.
That's what you're supposed to do
So
as
the
a
package
couple.
of sex, the limitations are no longer there.
Yeah.
You can enjoy each other.
You can put it in the ear.
You can- so you discuss, because I think this was an element which was designed for married people, as much as you people decided to be like, you know what?
People.
Okay, ChatGPT. Whether a blowjob is considered holy depends entirely on the perspective of the person or belief system in question. Different religious, cultural, and personal views shape opinions on sexual acts. Here are a few examples. Just do two. So one is religious views. Many conservatives, religious traditions, which is Christianity, Islam, Judaism, etc., discourage oral sex, especially outside marriage, considering it immoral or lustful. Some more liberal or modern interpretations of religion may see it as acceptable within marriage, emphasizing mutual consent and intimacy. Mutual
Consent and intimacy.
Two, cultural and ethical views. Some cultures view oral sex as a taboo, while others see it as a normal part of sexual relationships. So ethical perspectives often emphasize consent, is in bold, consent, mutual pleasure, because I don't know how women get pleasure from that. And then respect and over strict moral codes. And respect over strict moral codes. It's in brackets. So ethical perspectives often emphasize consent, mutual pleasure, and respect over strict moral codes.
Okay. What? Okay. I just wanted to understand what would you rather get gonorrhea in your mouth or your vagina? I mean, I'm just curious, man.
No, before you continue, now I'm asking myself, am I really a Christian?
Yeah, but okay. At the end of the day, it depends on where you're coming from, socially, religiously, and also moral campus. Iweyo, because moral campus ali salina we aged.
Campus semenda.
Ali salindi alina yake kutengera ndi ujeni. Okay, my morals amasiana kutengera ndi society mimi nwajogera.
Yeah, kumangoti that open tumaticha ni can of worms.
Yeah, that's that's why somebody
you leave it from a perspective ground. Yeah. That's why the world today is a bit decaying.
Yeah.
Because of the issue. It's about how you feel, how you design it. It's what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's why people are putting dicks in other people's mouths. It's crazy. Yes.
I just wanted to say, Kudi, this topic of like sexual intercourse, right? I think Kwambiri, I don't know whether I can call it as youths because, like Ben said, Kudi, we are all fornicating. Most of us, sorry. Some of us we are not fornicating. But
some of us are married.
Yeah. I think we don't talk about sex the way it should be talked about, Because people, let's say a guy and a girl, they meet and they like each other, the attraction is there. All they're thinking about, let's have sex. But like, what does sex mean for this other person? Do you get? Like, these are conversations that you need to really delve deeper into. Because you've even asked...
Okay, wait.
Listen, you've asked Cody, would you rather get gonorrhea in your mouth or in your pum?
Yeah.
These are literally questions like what's your sexual activity like? When was the last time you got tested? Do you use condoms? Are you on contraceptives? My conversation, honest to God, we don't have them. Nobody is having them. When you see somebody you like, you just want to put it in there. Whatever comes out of there is entirely up to the world itself and the God that created it. But sex conversations go deeper, and it's not just about let me put it in your a-hole or let me put it in your mouth. It goes deeper than that,
To your throat? No, Mbumba, you've said we don't really know what it means to the other person.
Yeah.
Question, what does sex mean to you?
You're going to put me on a spotlight again?
Because you started it. Yeah, please.
Sex to me means expression, self-expression, right? Most people say communication, but it's my way of expressing myself and the way that I feel about that person in that particular moment.
What does sex mean to you, man?
Sex. I have never really thought about it that much.
Yeah.
But
is it a release?
No, really. I think it's another deeper way of connecting with someone.
You've used two words that are crazy.
Literally connect.
Deep and connect.
Yeah, I feel like once you have a sexual intercourse with someone, you have a certain connection. And in here, when I was younger, a relationship was a relationship
because of sex.
You actually
get to
become intimate.
Yeah.
Before that, we're just friends.
Okay. Interesting take.
Ooh.
What about Ngozo?
Ngozo.
Kamana semu yankila na Mandra. I mean.
Okay, I think it boils down to what Ben said. It's an extension of you knowing a person. And that's why I think it's not something you should be having it casually. You understand?
But he was having it casually. When he was young.
No, these were people that I was trying to marry.
Yeah.
Oh, this was...
You were trying to what?
And do you know how many of them are there?
You really tried to marry.
Where's the basi kuzazi? Komano Brandon. And it's that thing, Guru, even scientifically, it has proven good. Every person you sleep with, you leave a trace of your DNA.
Don't say it like that now.
One says it. So I think it's that extension you are giving it to somebody else.
Forever.
So you have to be cautious on how you go about it.
How you perform.
And not just and also even if when you do it, make sure you do it right. Because it's that thing, being a baby dad is a makazo, but what there are girls this or this are in the Mbumba with sex they didn't even enjoy. So there is that thing, good. It's not just your satisfaction. Even the Bible said, good, it's better for a man not to marry, but the one who marries will worry about two things: how to please God and to please the partner. So you should understand, good, that's now an extension of yourself on how you should please that person.
Thank you, Jesus. I mean, thank you, Bible. Thank you, Bible.
Instigator, do you have anything to say? How you feel about sex?
I think it's a process of making sure that we multiply.
Thank you.
It's a procreation process.
We have a duty to make sure that the humankind survives.
Yeah.
There's so many of these atrocities that are coming from COVID and the rest of things. As a world, we have survived so many things. And the act of sex is sacred because it produces so that we can protect.
Yeah.
That humankind should not be
Go instinct, yeah.
And I look at sex as a process of making sure that we fulfill that godly mandate. Thanks.
Geoff, anything to say?
What is it?
It's exactly what he said.
Yeah, but I think sex was a trap. Okay, think about it. If sex didn't feel a certain way, I don't think a lot of people were going to have children. And
Sex surgery.
A lot of people were not going to get pregnant, and a lot of people were not going to have children. Yeah. Imagine if sex was just an operation. Look, let's just do this in order to conceive and have a child. Imagine. But whoever did it was smart enough.
Bro. But okay, I think this question goes out to the youth that watch Podcast Malawi, not only to the youth and also the older generation that has, better insight.
Oh, sorry. Proceed.
That has better insight. Not all of them do. Yeah. So, I'm on Podcast Malawi. What does sex mean to you when you're having sex with your partner or when you're fucking around? What does it mean to you? Is it udolo? Is it an extension of yourself? Is it connecting? Is it going deeper in somebody's throat or trying to procreate? It's been Brandon Jones, Bensam, Miss Mbumba, Instigator, Geoff, and Mandalasi.
I didn't say that. Don't look at me.
You started this.
So as I was saying, kuti ku movie industry magaiso now sakupwekesa. This year kukutuluka series. Sikalekale so. Kodi when is it coming out?
Expect it next week.
Next week. Yeah? Probably you feel to come out drop and wiki the series is coming out. Pamango Lodge
on the 13th of March.
13th of March. Yeah. Okay, so how like series in the seasons and
so at Panoba we are working on one season. It has 13 episodes. An episode is 23 minutes.
Oh, yeah. 23 minutes without Pangas in head. Presents.
So it's already jam packed with action, but the moment it starts goody because we're also trying to chase the 23-minute mark.
In this movie, Mr. John was the voice of like 23 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
10 degrees on.
No, it's 23 minutes.
Yeah, counting is less than that?
It's 23 minutes.
Okay.
It's nothing less, nothing more.
Okay, cool. So that's the director, Brian.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll start with you before I go to Mr. John. Mina snanga and one be my director Maka in the background.
Yeah.
The project Yajingati, your champion, your director career.
I think this will be my third project to direct. For it's a diverse industry.
Yeah.
My productions Rose. My first project, I directed a short film for Z World.
Okay.
My second project, I directed a feature film for Zambezi Magic. So I think this is the third one. I've been part of projects like Fatani in the background, of course.
Yeah.
I've been, I was the carist on Abongozi. I was the cinematographer on Shemdra's short film, John Chilembridge.
Ah, dope.
Yeah.
Basically, most of the cast wa Gugu na nchito wambiri.
I've worked with Bensam. This is my first time
Working with
Mr. Chonde as a director, because on Apongozi it was maonela ku post production. Mangoona ba TV.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the challenges in Tainage za movies in Kandwaza wambiri.
Yeah.
I wanted to go into acting Tainage. It's not better. Now, one of the challenges I've seen in the production was ADR. Being a director, you know what ADR is.
Yeah.
Automated dialogue. Replacement, whatever.
replacement.
Yeah. So, one of the things, imagine mavuda wambi, chwenso mavuda na yo director, the emotion.
Yeah.
So we shoot a thing panseo, and then we say, it has issues, and then let's do ADR. Nkuzodi, tukubanga no shoot in the studio. Emotion ni jano mao.
Muntu abwela yali emotion ina. It's not really an issue, because even if you look up my Hollywood productions, they do ADR.
Yeah, they do a lot of ADR.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of technique. We go back to do ADR in the studio without the presence of a director. Ndemina direction nima vutilako.
Mazangovenga to voice over.
The voiceover.
Yeah.
Kuma preferably, personally I prefer Mbanga wow track. So it's an ADR. Like after the shoot. Yeah.
Dope. So should we expect Zinzoda Bwisa production wise?
You know, minimum in a trailer each.
Hey, now I got trailer. Ndi chula moja. Now I got trailer.
Yeah.
One set.
Yeah.
We all know what happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I think Zoda Bwisa zilipo. Because one thing that we ensured was to bring the best team. I was talking with multi-choice people, and they were telling me, it's a one chance type of thing, because this is one of the very first Malawian shows to be put on such a big platform, such a big stage, because Zambezi Magic is big, it's huge, so it's the whole continent watching. So yeah, we made sure, because the story is dope. We have some of the finest writers in the land. The writers, the Gilbert Moyo, the Nyondo, the visuals as well. Esim was a DOP for some of the episodes. Yeah. We have Jonah. You spoke about ADR. Chozis on the sound. We won't be coming back for much because it's been making sure.
All right. So since you said since you said it's one of the first projects on a bigger platform, are you not pressured?
Well, I must say the pressure was there.
Okay.
Yes, the pressure was there. You really have to deliver.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the excitement was also there. I mean, it's my choice.
I mean, in terms of time, we have, because in time in number there, kulima auditions.
Yeah.
Then from there, no kandala kajanzo kama bwela mojedwa kushow. Shishwe kama kaka kushuta. Kabina kondwa rukisa ine mojedwa for the after show to maka shoot. So it's one of those. My actors. Pressure no and how what you need to deliver. Kumaso you need to deliver in good time. Kumaso quality.
Well, they've always been there, and in fact, it's good when they're there.
Okay.
You must make sure that you're punctual. At the same time, you must make sure that you have your lines and you have developed the right emotions, because the director does not forgive you if you don't produce the desired emotions. So yeah, it was very tough for her, but it contributes
to the whole
production. Of the production. Yes. You want to come up with the best.
Yeah.
So definitely. You know that sometimes the director is hard on you. Maybe your fellow actors are hard on you. The reason is simple: to come out with the best. So to come out with the best, it's not going to be easy.
True. So professionally, Mr. John is a teacher. Professionally, he's a teacher. So how do you balance, man? How do you balance from, algebra to going in and acting then?
Well, luckily for me, I teach literature.
Perfect. Then that's good.
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
teach literature. So acting complements what I do as a teacher.
Very well,
so
yeah.
I teach Macbeth things. Then I come here and do
the same. Literally the same.
Yeah. So,
dope. So would you say that has also contributed to your acting career?
Yes, teaching has contributed to my acting career because, well, if you open up my head, I'm full of stories. I've read a lot of stories. I've taught Bible knowledge. I've taught history. I've taught English as a second language.
Yeah.
So you see that it's full of stories. All these subjects are full of stories. What has happened to people? And then in the end, when I actually portray characters, I actually borrow from what
you already know from the books, from the stories. Is that pressure as well, producer?
Pressure is there, but I believe that it's part of the business because we are in the television industry. So we have my TX data jogudi. You already know. Ngamandira script in the makadi pogale dead. Uzabanga air. So I can't make excuses. I think how I handle it is through preparation. I make sure I get the scripts on time. I break them down. I share with the rest of the team so that we get the necessary things that we need. It's not always smooth. There'll be times where my hiccups and I think that's where the creativity comes in because now you have to troubleshoot and problem solve. My uncle and Nisugis the other day, he's the producer. And then he mentioned something like, we make excuses, we don't make we make movies, we don't make excuses. True. That's the order of the day.
We make movies, not excuses.
No excuses.
Dope line. Bars, did I say? Why are you being a hater also? Now, I think one more thing before I let you guys go. Maybe 2, 3, 4 things before I let you go. Ndambori Gulilonchi. The invitation already. What's going on?
My invitation I'll go so
funny thing, Bensam is in there, but he's been invited. I was like, what? If you guys are inside, then you are being invited. If anyone got invited,
so it's a pre-screening.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pre-screening just for the cast and crew to appreciate what they have been doing because we are still shooting.
Okay.
And we won't have the time if we color channel 162 so it's just something to appreciate
from the inside,
the cast and crew from the inside.
Okay.
For everyone, it's coming on the 13th of March on Zambezi Magic channel 162 on DSTV and on GoTV channel 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second thing, it's a general question now. Would we come and say kuda baba no tingatekuyamba kuidalira movie industry kude muntu angatutenga career like in movie making in Malawi kabena tidaka ikabe maziko?
Well, it wasn't easy when we started. I remember anonymous sacrifice it. Now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, there's still much to be done. We're still learning. Almost all of us have learned on the job. I don't think there are very few maybe who can claim that they actually did professional training in this. Like Mati Choice Talent Factory. In fact, we must thank Mati Choice for that because Mati Choice Talent Factory, I think that program was very good. There are a lot of young people now, like himself, who have gone through Mati Choice Talent Factory. And now they're coming here to direct movies, to shoot us on set, and also even to write their own stories. So yes, kumalai kunoko panopo tikoza kunena kuti tukufika panza tuba.
Tingambe kudalira kuti I can have a house, have a car, and depend on the movie making.
Not strongly, koma.
Tukupita.
Kumeneti na ambira, ndikumene tiri panopo, sizofanana. Tumapanga mafilimu aulere. ambiri, most of the jobs that I've done
were free.
Yeah, were free. In fact,
Just for the love of
yes, for the love of the or also enamanama unamisa muno kwino kuti acho nditikulipira ngomaliza
Achuleni
zikataungona kuti basi zwe
kumangozona pa TV inokera
tsono kamalondola samata tsona bambo akulu uno yangana producer kanyamata ngati yake mukafuniranje. Yeah, but this time around actually yes I can say well kanchere kakuzobezeka kuchokera pa industry imene.
komano industry yanu iswe inachuluka ndi I don't know if it's a stereotype or anything. Komano pali modeling industry ndi I movie industry inachuluka ndi immorality kwambiri.
No, limene cinema club limene ndibodza cinema club ndizoona immorality is everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, within any playing field, there are data players. Yeah, so if you find one data players, no one in the industry anyway, the other same way.
Of course, there is some way. As mine age makole naga maganiza na kupita. For you know, these are the things that are worrying us.
No.
As a society.
No. Sinukulbira kuti muntu kumafiri mwana kabwera koni mimba ndendikanena choncho ndesinukube nunena zona.
I think let's charge it to the stereotype. I think you've said good stereotype. Let's leave it at that. It is a stereotype.
Komano mndeni ngokuzani. Mosa abanga kachisembwere kumeneko. Kutonongera movie industry.
It depends on your personality. Chimakati muna chisembwere chonacho kanacho kwano. Sikuti une chiphunzira ku industry kwa yayi. Alipo anthu kena kuti anacho ndi chisembwere icho. Ndi abwera uku akuona tatsikana akuona ndani mwayi wanga uja ndiuti ndu koma ngati nineyo in most cases I've dealt with students. Right, as a teacher I've dealt with students and ambiri ndikakhala nawo ku industry kuja ndimona I look at them
ngati my students
or even my children and they look at me as a father. Yeah, so nganero tachondelero ajerera maso mkazi wa mwini wake kuja ku industry ko
you never know.
Ndakula ndisichoka mano pano.
So yeah, we have a crazy cast. Kuli ajina Kelvin Ngoma, we have CZ there, we have this forgotten like this guy Mavina.
We have Loka.
Rocker.
Yeah.
Yes. There's Bensam.
There's Bensam. There is Amos Msegandiana.
There's Precious.
Precious. What's his name? Precious Kamoto.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a crazy cast.
It's a very crazy cast.
It's big. We got some of the best in the land.
Like we got all of the best.
All of them.
Yeah. Because Mr. Jonde, I mean, Kungwambila Mr.
Jonde. Am I a crazy cast?
No, like crazy in a very good way. In a good way. Crazy in a gassed up way.
Yeah.
Okay, so ngati Mr. Jonde anapanga play ngati bambwaga Kelvin movie nake about the ngati muntu ndi
panoba
ndabwana ake
manso ndayani atatavyala.
He said to marry my daughter.
Okay.
If abongozi ndakazi ajana.
Kuda bongozi ndakazi.
Amuna ajende tumatatavyala.
But anyway, I'm excited, equally excited as Malawians out there to witness this greatness, because mungati banga represent on a more of a global scale, so on a continental scale, whatever.
Yes.
But if you tukufuna no tupempano ngati Malawi, nchokuti project isakhairi kuthekera mavulani. Mafulufude kuuna. Because if it's bad, then the investors will be like, these boys.
No, I think we must tell Malawians, expect fireworks. Yes, this is the conglomeration of the finest professional artists around. Without blowing our own trumpet. But if you see...
He's blowing them for you. He's doing that for you.
Yeah, you look at a person like Joyce Chavuramuhango. You know, she's the casting director in this one. So I don't think she can pick trash. Yeah, you had to convince her. I remember on the audition, I was auditioned by many people who knew me, right? Except for one or two faces. I never knew him before. I didn't know another one before. But for the rest, they knew us. But they were not impressed. I had to come for the second audition. I did it on my first day, and I knew that I had goofed on that audition. Then, in the evening, I found my friends calling me, have you received the call from HD Plus yet? Have you received the call from HD Plus? I hadn't received mine until somewhere in the middle of the night when I woke up and checked my emails and I saw I was being given a second chance to go and do the same audition. Again. So you can see that they were not compromised.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so such an audition, such a tough audition cannot produce a lousy product. No.
True.
Kulibira kuti Malawi ayembekezere Maseres abwino.
So on behalf of Podcast Malawi, I'm endorsing Pamango Lodge.
Yes.
Pamango venga dibaka meza. Kuma ndi Pamango Lodge pamene popo. Expect fireworks as he said. And thank you very much guys for coming through. Mukabangano ife tisingodikira. Yeah. Tisingodikira tikangotuluka. Chwe.
Tikapereka sophala muzatitaneso.
Obvious. Tizamba kwa gemulani. Lawo gemulani ka.
Ife bali beko.
Kenako muzabwere ngati muzabwere so. Samabwera ndo. But anyway, thank you very much for coming through and also recognizing Podcast Malawi as a platform that would, disseminate your information. We are all excited. I am excited. Podcast Malawi is excited. And it's been Mr. Jonde and Brian.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Live big with Jackpot City Casino, now in Malawi.